All right, so hi guys, a very warm welcome. Hope all of you are doing well. बहुत बहुत स्वागत आप सभी का. Welcome to this all important session for people preparing for the year 2025. Look at the amount of things that we are going to cover today in this session. We will be covering so many things, guys, starting from you can see exam eligibility. We'll talk about exam patterns, syllabus, how should you prepare for the exam, the strategy. All of this will be covered here in this session. So let's quickly begin. Hi Zoya, बहुत स्वागत आप सभी का. Welcome everyone. A very warm welcome. Good evening. Hope all of you are doing well. चलिए दोस्तों, आज का ये जो सेशन है, जैसा मैंने आपको बताया था कि 2025 के जितने भी बच्चे हैं प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं उन सब के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. ऑफ कोर्स कुछ चीजें हैं जो ध्यान में रखनी है आपको. क्या क्या तो आज हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. फर्स्ट विल टॉक अबाउट क्लैट 2025. ऑफ कोर्स विल टॉक अबाउट पैटर्न, एलिजिबिलिटी एंड सिलेबस. देन विल टॉक अबाउट द सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस. विल टॉक अबाउट टिप्स टू क्रैक द एग्जाम एंड टुवर्ड्स द एंड आई विल बी शेयरिंग अ स्टेप बाय स्टेप preparation guide as well. So let's go. Let's start. Great news comes your way, guys. People preparing for the year 2025. ये opportunity है, इसको फायदा उठाइए इस opportunity का. Have an opportunity to avail up to 90% scholarship on our preparation programs. What do you need to do? On the 19th of March at 11 a.m. appear for the all important scholarship test. Once you do that, of course, you will get lots and lots of benefits. Starting from number one, obviously financial benefits. Number two, you'll get an opportunity to study with ace mentors who have helped hundreds and thousands of students clear the exam and reach their dream college. Right? So let's go. बढ़ते आगे फटाफट से. चलिए, so let's start with the what exactly is CLAT. So CLAT, as you are all aware, is the common law admission test, which is an exam for it's an entrance exam for national universities, and then there are 24 NLUs now as per the official CLAT consortium's website. So there are 24 national universities who take admission through CLAT. And then there is NLU Delhi as well, which conducts its own entrance exam. Right? So ये आप देख लीजिए दोस्तों, 24 plus 1. So you in total you have an opportunity for 25 NLUs. It's a great opportunity, guys. Look at the amount of students that are appearing here. Close to 60,000 students appearing. If we look at the past 5 years, 60,000 or number of colleges, of course 25. Fair number of colleges. बहुत सारी seats है आप सबके पास. Hi कमलेश, बहुत बहुत स्वागत आपका भी बेटा. Good evening. दोस्तों, the body that conducts this entrance exam is actually the consortium of national universities, right? The medium of the exam is English. Language, of course, English में रहेगा. Frequency once every year. So this exam is scheduled every year in the month of December. This has actually started from the last year. अब दिसंबर में हो रहा है तो थोड़ी चीजें हमें ध्यान में रखनी पड़ेगी, है ना. प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी भी अकॉर्डिंगली रखनी है. एजुकेशन क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है? दैट अ पर्सन should either be who has cleared his or her 12th standard. Secondly, you have to either you can be an appearing student as well, right? At the time of joining the national university, you should have your 12th certificate with you. Right, that is what the consortium needs. Percentage, you can see if you are a general category student, the percentage is just 45. Merely 45% is the eligibility. And if you are from reserved categories, SC, ST category, 40%. Now, anyone, I'm sure whosoever is watching this video will any which ways get this bare minimum percentage. Yes, आप इतना तो आराम से ले आओगे 45%, 40%, right? No worries here. But the idea is to make sure that all your time devoted, majority of your time devoted should be for your CLAT exam, right? Appearing students can also be write the exam. Of course, everyone should appear for this. Candidates will also have to prove evidence of their passing at the time of joining the institutions, joining the national universities. Once you're joining, that's the time जब आपको ये सारी चीजें चाहिएगी. ठीक है जी. चलिए अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. एलिजिबिलिटी की बात, एजुकेशन की क्वालिफिकेशन की बात हमने कर ली है. यही एलिजिबिलिटी भी है. यू have right now approximately 19 to 20 months, right? 20 महीने पकड़ेंगे अपने पास, तो अभी टाइम हमारे पास काफी है, हम अपनी प्रिपरेशन अकॉर्डिंगली कर सकते हैं. दिस एग्जाम इज different from what we have given so far in our entire school life. This exam requires lots and lots of reading, राइट. सो ये हमें ध्यान रखना है कि रीडिंग स्किल्स पे लगातार काम करना है, और रीडिंग स्किल्स अगर आपकी जीरो भी है अभी, तो भी टाइम हमारे पास इतना है कि आराम से हम अपनी रीडिंग स्पीड को बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. Assuming that in 2025 you will have your class 12th boards, one should start working on the base, right, foundation right away. अभी immediately 2025 की तैयारी हमारी शुरू हो जानी चाहिए. The selection process for CLAT. अब what is the selection process, guys? There is a two-stage simple procedure. Right. Number one is to write the exam, and this exam does not have a bare minimum, कि score. ये इतना आएगा तो पक्का ये NLU मिल जाएगा, इतना आया तो पक्का ये, ऐसे नहीं है. In some years, if you score 85, you'll get NLUs. In some year, even if you score 95, you won't get let's talk about NLS Bangalore. In some year, you will get 85 में NLS Bangalore. In some year, even 95 won't fetch you NLS Bangalore. So the idea is to focus more on what is the ideal cutoff for every test that you're appearing in. Say for example, you write the BYJU'S exam prep mock tests. You have an opportunity there to assess among thousands of students, where do you stand, what is your rank, and then there is cutoff towards the end as well, as to what is the ideal cutoff for this mock test. See whether you have cleared the cutoff or not. If you have cleared, what is your rank, how many students are there behind you, how many are ahead. Also, you have an opportunity to see where did you go wrong through the video solutions that are available for all the mock tests as well, right? So do write these mock tests, because they give you an ideal scenario, the replica of the main CLAT exam that we'll be writing for. Second is the counseling process. CLAT counseling process is very simple. Once you have done, you've written your exam, you've got a good rank. Now the CLAT consortium seeks applications from interested students. If you have secured the necessary marks, गो फॉर इट. अगर आपने सिक्योर कर लिए हैं जी अच्छे नंबर, तो भाई जाइए और जाके और बिल्कुल सिट कीजिए काउंसलिंग में, एंड देन यू कैन राइट योर प्रेफरेंसेस एज वेल. अकॉर्डिंग टू माय प्रेफरेंस, आई एम गेटिंग दिस कॉलेज, शुड आई अपग्रेड और शुड आई लॉक, राइट? बेस्ड ऑन योर rank and based on your preference, you can then be allotted your national or university, right? It's as simple as that. Chaliye. So counseling process we have understood. Age limit. So there is no age limit. In 2018, 2017, lots of issues were raised regarding age limit. Earlier, the age limit was up to 20 years. Then the matter reached the Supreme Court. Yes, Supreme Court, and there the judgment came that there should be no age limit. So now there has, it has been a constant. You can say there has been no announcement regarding any age limit, and that should remain the same. In CLAT 2025 as well. So no age limit, no worries. Even if you are 16 or you are 25, does not matter. You can still sit for your CLAT exam. So CLAT, when we talk about this exam, it is definitely totally unpredictable. Right? Sometimes, the questions will be from sources that you have never studied. Sometimes you'll find questions which are so difficult, and the other year, you'll find questions which are super duper easy. Right? So CLAT, if you look at the previous year papers, you'll get an idea that every year there's some surprise or the other. It is known, to throw in surprises like this. Level of difficulty changes every year. So this is a definite constant for sure. So what should you do for an unpredictable exam like CLAT? So number one, the first and the only thing that is required here is to find a good mentor, right? Someone who can guide you through, number one, to help you cover up the entire syllabus, right? So this is very important, to find a mentor who can help you cover your syllabus. Very important it is to cover your syllabus, of course. Secondly, your basics should be clear. You should understand concepts which are required to crack the questions that are asked in the exam. There will be lots of challenges as well, because there are 5 sections. In those 5 sections, some of you will find let's say 3 sections doable and 2 sections you'll find tough. How to go about these tough sections, how to go about the easy ones, how to score equally, and make sure that you are there in the reckoning for the top 5 national universities. For that you need proper guidance, and make sure that you do not leave out anything that is not to be left, right? So say for example, let's talk about general awareness. In general awareness, everything under the sun comes under the ambit of GK, right? So if everything is important, it's impossible to study everything, of course. So what do mentors do? They guide you, on how to identify in, let's say we take a newspaper, how much of the current affairs that are there in the newspaper, how much are to be remembered, कितना उसमें से हमें सीखना है, कितना हमें retain करना है और क्या छोड़ना है. This is very important, what to leave and what to focus on, right? To have this idea, it's important to have proper mentorship. तो ये आप जरूर ध्यान रखिएगा. Study from someone who's been there, done that, right? Target CLAT 2025 exam date. Tentatively, I'll definitely share this in advance. December 2024, second Sunday will be the time when this exam will be scheduled. So that is the time when you will have your pre-boards. That is the time when you will have lots of school commitments as well, maybe practicals. All these things will be going on. So it is important that you cover your syllabus well in advance, so that by the time the exam comes, that is the time you are just practicing and you do not have to worry too much about other things, right? So be ahead of your competition, which is absolutely a must. When we talk about the exam pattern, there are 5 sections like we mentioned. English language is there, GK is there, legal is there, logical is there, quants is there as well. So approximately you can see here 20% of the questions are from English language, current affairs 25%, legal there are again 25%, logical 20%, and then mathematics of 10%. So total 150 questions there are, and you have 120 minutes to solve these 150 questions. So in a nutshell, not even 1 minute per question. So that's the catch here. It's a race against time. 120 minutes, 150 question, every correct answer gives you +1, every incorrect answer takes away -0.25, right? 0.25 marks gone, every incorrect answer, +1 for every correct answer. Duration of the exam, as we have discussed, is of 2 hours. So if you're thinking that any particular section can be avoided because, let's say for example, maths is just 10%. So you're thinking that we can avoid it, let's focus on the remaining. That is not a wise idea. 10% of 150 is 15. So understand the value of these 15 marks. We'll talk more about it in the upcoming slide. When we talk about the CLAT exam pattern, this exam has become more reading oriented now. Lots of reading is actually involved here. बहुत सारा पढ़ना पड़ता है, बहुत सारा ठीक है. क्योंकि क्यों बोल रहा हूँ मैं ऐसा? Because if you look at the previous year papers, 20,000, right? Approximately, please pardon me for my handwriting, 20,000 words से भी ज्यादा आते हैं हर साल CLAT एग्जाम में. More than 20,000 words there are each year. When you will be looking at the previous year, you will find out lots and lots of reading is involved. In 120 minutes, reading so much, and then solving questions as well. You need time for OMR marking as well. All of this requires practice, lots and lots of practice. The questions are based on paragraphs, especially if we talk about reading comprehensions. The entire LR section, logical reasoning, entire legal section, and verbal ability requires thorough reading. बहुत सारी reading involved है यहाँ पे. मैथ्स और जीके में थोड़ा सा ब्रीदर मिल जाता है in terms of reading. It tests reading comprehension, analytical, and your reasoning skills. Your problem solving ability. Can you solve a given problem in the limited amount of time that you have? That is what CLAT requires. What other than this CLAT requires? So yes, reading skills, comprehension skills. It tests your general awareness. It tests your knowledge of law, knowledge of current affairs, knowledge of what is the current relevance of all the laws that are going on, whatever is in news. That is what is important for us. Of course, along with that is calculation and mathematical skills as well. Mathematics is the difficulty level is up to 10 standard, so totally doable. Even if you think so this is not my cup of tea, because this is a stream neutral exam, people from non-maths background will also be sitting, and the CLAT consortium knows this. Hence the difficulty level is not up to the level of 11th and 12th standard. And if you have even humanities or non math subjects in your 11th and 12th, you will not have any disadvantage. Do not worry in that case. Now, some tips for you, of course, subject wise, सारी के सारी सब्जेक्ट में एक चीज हमें कॉमन है कि जब हम पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, कई बार हम जो है थोड़े से निराश हो जाता है, कई बार हम थोड़े से वी आर डाउन बिकॉज वी डू नॉट नो वेदर वी आर डूइंग थिंग्स विच आर राइट और नॉट, शुड वी चेंज सम थिंग्स, वेदर द स्ट्रैटेजी इज right or not. Lots of queries keeps popping in your mind. So of course it's very important to have good mentors who can continuously guide you, but along with that you need good peer group as well. You need your study buddy, right? That means peer group. You need someone who is sharing the same vision with you, someone who's preparing for CLAT exam. Definitely keep a touch with them. It's very important, right? When I was preparing, I had two buddies with me who we used to just focus on our studies and used to just talk about our mock test scores. So let's say if mock 15 today we are giving, so we would then appear for the mock, and then towards the end of the day we would ask each other their scores. If I have scored let's say 120, the other one has scored 125, then I was like, in next mock I have to make sure that I score more than him. So it's a healthy competition, right? And it also makes sure that you are appearing for all these mock tests as well, because there's a competitive environment that you have built on your own. You are not building your friends here to go and see movies etc. पठान देखने चले गए, ये सब नहीं करना है आपको, right? This study buddy is not to go and have fun. It is there to form this good studying circle. If in case you do not have your study buddy, parents are again a great help here, because you can share your progress with them continuously. How much are you scoring in your mocks? I used to do the same whenever I used to learn a new concept in legal reasoning. Let's say for example, I used to go and share all the knowledge with my mom and used to give her all sorts of examples of what is defamation, what is negligence, all of these things. So same thing can be done by you as well. Also, as I promised earlier, we will talk more about mathematics. Do not ignore it. Understand the advantage of 15 marks. In 1 mark, can be the difference between two national universities. 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks can be the difference between NLS Bangalore and NUJS Kolkata. So every mark is important here. You have done absolutely fantastic in all the sections, 4 sections. But here 15 marks you have not even attempted. Here is the biggest disadvantage. Lots of students are guilty of the same. Do not fall in this trap. The common problem you can say among most of the students who are from non-math background especially do this, and hence I've mentioned this especially. Let me share this with you. I was also very weak in my mathematics till my entire school life, but when I went for my CLAT exam prep, I made sure that I realized this, that everyone today will be starting from scratch. I am also starting from scratch. I have no preconceived notion. I'll not take the baggage of maths being tough here in the classes, right? And I sat, and whatever the teacher used to teach, I used to make sure that I study everything in advance and used to practice questions and come in the classes. So this I have done numerous times. I kept on doing it, and towards the end I did benefit as well. मेरे जब CLAT exam हुआ, I scored a perfect 20 on 20. उस टाइम पे 20 नंबर का मैथ्स होता था, 20 on 20 in my maths. So everything is doable. If I can do this, there is no doubt in my mind that you, my dear friend, can also do this without any fail. Yes, Zoya is also agreeing. Very good. Chaliye. Identify your strong section. This is very important again. There will be, out of the 5 sections, some section which you favor a lot. You understand things a lot easier. You are good at it. You score good at it. It's It's bound to happen for sure. You have to identify where you are scoring well. It may be the case where you aren't liking a subject so much but you are scoring well. So identify the sections where you are scoring well, right? Strong section is a section where you are scoring well, not the section that you are enjoying the most but where you're scoring well. So identify three such sections. After, let's say, 3 to 4 months of preparation, you'll identify three such sections where you are scoring best in your tests, mock test, among other things. So identify those sections and then keep on practicing those, build on those subjects so that you score near perfect when the exam comes. The other two sections or three sections where you're not so strong, build on that as well. Continuously build on that, and majority time after the initial months should be devoted to those subjects so that you can build your scores in those subjects or those sections as well. This, if any student realizes, this is the single biggest key to success in CLAT exam, right? Chaliye, now be tough on yourself. You'll have to take tough decisions. भाई की शादी है, बहन की शादी है, cousin's wedding or any such function, family, you have to take tough calls. There's a match going on and then there is a mock test which you're supposed to give. You have to choose the mock test, right? You have to opt for everything for this 1.5 years, everything that is helping you towards your CLAT goal. This is the 1.5 years time that you have. This is the time where you can change your life forever, right? This can be the difference between you going for holidays for a world tour, or you're just going somewhere let's say near to your home. यही चीज है, यही छोटी छोटी चीज है जिसको हमें समझना है, और our effort right now will actually dictate whatever happens with us in the future. अभी अगर हमने मेहनत कर लिया तो जिंदगी भर मजे करने हैं, अभी मजे कर लिए तो जिंदगी भर मेहनत करनी है, ये याद रखिएगा आप लोग. Every Arjun needs द्रोणाचार्य. Very important tip this is. देखो दोस्तों, अगर mentorship अगर आपको मिल रही है, if you have good mentors who can guide you, help you with respect to any query that you have, कोई भी दिक्कत आ रही है आपको, अगर आपको proper guidance मिल रही है, फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है आपको. Nobody will be able to stop you. But अगर आप एकलव्य बन गए बिना द्रोणाचार्य के, maybe you are the best archer, but you will not get the same name fame. Right? तो यही बात है. That is the difference between having a mentor. Right? If you have a mentor, you'll have everything much easier compared to studying on your own. So definitely this is advised. Do not go in the battle alone. Take the help of your mentors. Now, preparation guide. Number 1, work on your reading speed. Good reading is absolutely must to crack both the exams, CLAT as well as ALET. Not just these, but all other exams that you will be appearing for, right? Secondly, when we talk about general awareness, current affairs, it's one of the most scoring and easiest sections. But you need to have a proper daily routine to follow. If you're not reading newspapers regularly, if you are not following the classes that we are conducting for you, let's say tomorrow we have a marathon session at 4 p.m. on our YouTube channel. If you're not watching these marathon sessions, right, you are losing out on lots of things, because we are covering weekly current affairs for you every Tuesday, every Saturday. All these things are super duper helpful. So all important news, whatever is happening around the world, which is important with respect to our exam, we need to know that. We need to have a proper notebook dedicated to general awareness where we are building on our knowledge and we are constantly revising the same as well. ये भी जरूरी है. Revision is also very 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 important. Now when we talk about the third thing, ये देख सकते हो सर, नोट्स को रिवाइज करने का बिल्कुल भी मन नहीं करता. बेटा मन को तो आप देखो रिवाइज नहीं करोगे तो फिर पढ़ा हुआ मेहनत वेस्ट है. तो ये सोचिए आप, अगर आपने पढ़ा जो भी आपने पढ़ा है वो याद नहीं है तो फिर क्या फायदा वो आपने जो टाइम लगाया था. तो उस हिसाब से पढ़िए. और रिवीजन इतना टाइम नहीं लेता. आपने अगर 1 घंटे की क्लास लगाई है, नोट्स बनाया है, तो रिवीजन विल हार्डली टेक यू 10 to 15 मिनट्स मैक्स. धीरे धीरे वो भी 5 मिनट में हो जाएगा. पर शुरुआत थोड़ी सी आप करिएगा और सारे सेक्शंस में कोशिश ये कीजिए, वॉट एवर द टीचर विल बी टीचिंग, स्टडी ऑल द थिंग्स इन एडवांस. 1 डे इन एडवांस आपको पढ़ना है. सर डाउट कैसे सॉल्व करें, पूछिए क्लासेस में आके, पूछिए आप अपने मेंटोर से. बिल्कुल कोई भी डाउट आता है, फील फ्री टू आस्क. इसके अलावा रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन प्रैक्टिस कीजिए ज्यादा से ज्यादा, वोकैबुलरी पे अपनी बिल्ड कीजिए, रीड द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर, आइडेंटिफाई वर्ड्स दैट यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड, उस पर रिसर्च कीजिए। ये सब प्रैक्टिस करते करते आपको डेफिनेटली बहुत हेल्प मिलेगी ही मिलेगी। लीगल रीजनिंग, cover basic concepts of legal. अब यहाँ पे conceptual clarity is the most important thing if we talk about legal, right? So conceptual clarity, build your concepts and then practice a lot. Practice as many questions as possible. Say for example, you're practicing at the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, right? There we have divided the tests as per the difficulty level and as per your course completion. Say for example, you're practicing for the first time, you can start solving questions which are beginner level. So once you have done beginner level, then there is intermediate and then there is difficult as well. So based on your confidence, right, when you are preparing, starting with the beginner level questions, after 2-3 months you need another set of revision, then you can practice the intermediate, and then towards the end the difficult ones. So practice as much as possible. Same thing is the case with critical reasoning. It is important to understand critical reasoning, because once you get the hang of things, once you start attending classes of KD sir, Alpa ma'am, you will have definitely everything that is required to ace the exam. Alright, चलिए आगे बढ़ने से पहले एक क्विक अनाउंसमेंट आप सभी के लिए। दोस्तों एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है हमारे पास 90% स्कॉलरशिप अवेल करने की, इसको मत भूलिएगा। 19th of March 11 AM this scholarship test is there. The link is there in description to register for this 11 AM. Do not miss this, guys. 90% scholarship, you have an opportunity. Hurry up to join the batches. If we talk about the existing batch that we have for you guys, अभी देखिए CLAT 2024 people preparing for this year, there is lots and lots things that you can get here. Immediately once you enroll with us, what will you get? You will get number one, 300 plus recorded videos across 5 sections. So you will not have current affair sessions, of course. वो कहाँ पे करोगे आप? वो करोगे आप 300 plus hours of live classes में भी. Right? So just imagine all sections you have recorded videos. You'll have static GK recordings here. सारे sections, maths हो जाए, English हो जाए, legal, logical, every section you will find it here. And in those sections, you can immediately start watching those videos and you can build on your concepts. You can be way ahead of your peers. You can be way ahead of your competition. Apart from that, 300 plus hours of live classes, of course, till the time of your exam. There will be 35 mock tests which have video solutions to them. So video solution, wherever you are stuck in a particular mock question कि ये समझ में नहीं आया, कहीं वेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, डाउट कुछ है आपका, फटाफट से जाके आपने वीडियो सोल्यूशन देख लिया, you are through. Monthly e-magazine you'll get for your current affair preparation, and all these questions are handpicked by our experts here at BYJU'S Exam Prep, who have extensively done their research for the past 5 years of CLAT, right? पांच ही नहीं, बहुत जितने भी सालों से चल रहा है वो सब रिसर्च हो चुकी है. Call us on this number to have a word with our ace counselors at BYJU'S Exam Prep. इसी के साथ दोस्तों follow us on all our social media handles. The details are there on your screen as well as in the description of the video. In case you have any query, feel free to reach out in the comments of the video. Do let us know how did you like the video, कैसा लगा आपको, कोई भी question, कोई भी query, feel free to reach out. We'll be more than happy to answer every doubt of yours. Thank you so much, guys. बहुत मजा आया आप सबके साथ. As usual, we will meet again in the upcoming sessions. Till then, you guys take care. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. We will meet again. You guys have been lovely. In case of any query, feel free to reach out. Bye bye. Sayonara. Thank you.